Hi, I'm Erin Hollowell, and this is my persuasive speech. Today I have with me my family. I have my brother, my mom, and holding the camera is my dad. So my persuasive speech is about the Washington Redskins and how I believe that they should change their name. Would you believe me if there are 2,000 teams in the United States that actually have a racial slur as their team name? I'm sure many of you follow sports and know the Cleveland Indians, the Chicago Blackhawks, and even the Washington Redskins. All of these teams have faced backlash since their beginning, and because of that, the Native community has spoken up recently. I'm an Indians fan, and I grew up watching Cleveland sports, and I've never thought about it until recent years. And even growing up in high school sports, I always saw some mascots that I thought were kind of questionable. So as I got more into my sports major, I realized that the Washington Redskins are one of the ones that people have the most backlash against. So I'm here today to speak about how I believe that this racial slur should be exited from the NFL. There are many petitions and movements every year to get rid of the Washington Redskin name. Specifically, there's a website called changethemascot.org. It's got already 12,000 signatures on this website alone just to get rid of this name. Every year, more and more people try to get rid of this name, and every year the management fails to see what people see in this name. 7,000 people a year think that Dan Snyder should get rid of this name for good. Dan Snyder constantly tells the media that he refuses to change the name because of history. Now, do we think history is really a good reason to not change the name? When this team began, Dan Snyder sat down with one Native American to hash out this name, and that specific Native American got a lot of money from the deal. So, do you think he was really okay with it and spoke for his people, or do you think he took the easy way out, got a lot of money, and now who knows what happened to him? So every year, Dan Snyder says that, oh, I made a contract a ton of years ago with a Native American. Like, they're okay with it. That's not the case. The Huffington Post states that Dan Snyder says that in current context, it's just a team name, and it's not degrading to Native Americans. He said it was approved by them, and that's therefore that it's fine. Above anything else, this name makes a group of people in the United States feel lesser than everyone else. There are 1.2 million people in the National Congress of American Indians, and every year, part of their legislation is to try and get rid of names such as this. If you would believe it, 3 years ago, 6,000 teams had racial slurs as their mascot, and now we're down to 2,000, and that's in part of a big community effort. Just this year, both Nike and Adidas have promised that if a team has a racially slurred name, they will give anything they can to make sure the school has an easy change over to a name that better suits the community. Such as Adidas made a contract with a school in Coachella Heights that they said that they would give new uniforms, banners, and signage, and they got a whole new team name, one that's way less offensive. They went from the Coachella Arabs to the Coachella Warriors. I think that's a better case. With all this, I find it hard to believe that the name was ever allowed in the first place. Looking forward to the NFL, I don't see it going anywhere besides America. The Britons have said that in UK Congress, they believe that the Washington Redskins are the main reason that there are no NFL expansion teams in Britain at this point. A direct quote is, "We were shocked to learn of the derivation of the Redskin name as it pertained to historic abuse of Native Americans." Basically, what this means for the NFL is that if the NFL ever wants to expand to London, they're going to have to change this exact team's name. Now, I don't know about you, but I think this really shows that the NFL should take charge and change this name. I have explained and proved facts on why I think the Washington franchise should change their name from a racial slur to one that makes more people feel accepted. The name Redskins is a national slur and needs to be removed from the National Football League. I think that this would be equality for all, and it will be interesting to see where the NFL goes in the next 10 years. Again, I'm Erin Hollowell, and this is my audience, my brother, my mom, and my dad. Thank you for listening.